Hey dreamers, and welcome to the coziest game of all time, Disney's Dreamlight Valley. Today we're going to be doing Goofy's Garden Speed Build. I really wanted to create a space for Goofy that was in the wilderness. He of course loves to go fishing in this game. I definitely made him my fishing buddy because he's always out by the pond. And I feel like he's got all these stalls, he's selling all these crops. So I really wanted to create a space for him where he could grow some of those crops. So I picked a little island that's near Elsa's cave in the Forest of Valor. And right now what we're doing is we're creating some curved paths. If you're not quite sure how to make curved paths, it's pretty simple as right now we don't have them in the game. But what you're going to do is you're just going to create like boxes effect sort of thing. Just kind of like, I guess, bowling pins, like kind of narrow it down and then create a rock trim around it. You're of course going to need to leave space in the rocks to make sure you can walk around because of course you want the game to be functional. A lot of times I feel like it's very easy to make Disney's Dreamlight Valley when you're decorating not a functional space for the sake of being cute. So I really try to balance both functional and of course looking really pretty. So these rocks here are a mixture of the Glade rocks and the Forest of Valor rocks. And all we're doing right now is creating a simple little trim around the pathway here. I'm just kind of fiddling with them, kind of like in Planet Zoo, trying to get the best rock work look. Now what we're doing is I've crafted some green lights from the crafting station. And at night, these are really cool. They light up green, which matches the hat on top of Goofy's house there really nicely. So it just kind of all works really well together with the blues and the greens and the forest vibe. And of course, you guessed it, we're going to do some more rock work here. Oh, actually, I got this really cool dark wood fence. And I only got a little bit of it that I want to use here. I just think it kind of complements some of the stall, the way his front door looks, and also some of the colors in his stall. So I'm going to add that in eventually, but I've got it I didn't want to put it there. I've got to put it somewhere else. But now we're back to some more rock work around the stall area here. And I'm going to actually do two big rocks right by the rock bridge. So there's a couple different bridges that lead to this little island. There's of course the bridge that goes up to the Frosted Height area, but this bridge here is a little rock bridge that leads to the other side of the forest, and I wanted to kind of bring it all together. So if you're running from one side to the other, it kind of feels organic. So I started with these two big rocks. I love the little mushrooms on them, so of course I had to put those facing inwards towards the path. And we're back to doing some rock work here along the pathway. Creating that curved effect is really, really important because it's so boxy right now with the loose leaf path. It just is really important that we do some rock work. Again, leaving some spaces that feel organic to kind of make sure that it leads one space into the other. Now what I'm going to do is create a little space for the wishing well here. I started with a muddy path because I wanted to kind of use a different type of pathway for it. Eventually, I'm going to change it back to the straw because it's kind of difficult to merge the two pathways together. They don't really fit together nicely right now. It leaves an open line. Hopefully the gamers will fix that. The developers will fix that soon. Because I would love to see the paths kind of merge together better. So we're adding some of the forest bushes around the well here. We're going to create kind of a circle effect around it. It's really, I think, just kind of important when decorating here to kind of create, everything's so boxy, so create an arched feel to everything, especially because in the Toon area of things, like with Mickey's house and Minnie's house and Goofy's house, you're not going to see a lot of straight lines, right? Like it's going to be pretty like Dr. Seuss, like everything's kind of curved. So I wanted to create that effect while building his garden here too. So I'm adding in some trees in his front yard. I really like both the birch trees and the pine trees. I actually use the birch trees in almost every setting because I just think they're so cute. I love the colors in them. They really kind of fit into this world so well. And now I'm moving some flowers into the space. These are just kind of organic flowers that grow into the area. And I wanted to kind of add those in to kind of be able to pick them and they'll regrow and things like that. And we're adding in some underbrush. I used forest underbrush from the forest, and then I also used underbrush from Frosted Heights. Those colors kind of go really well together. And now we're on the side of Goofy's house, and what we're doing is I've farmed a little area where I can grow some bell peppers. Eventually I want to make sure that every area has a plot, so 3 plots in each area that each grow the things that are native to that space. So we started here with some bell peppers in Goofy's side yard. I put a mud path around them to kind of create a little sense of this was, you know, really built into the land here with some thought. And we're creating a little side pathway in the back. It's kind of a curved side pathway. Eventually I'm going to lead this into Elsa's area. Her little cave is back there. But for now what I'm doing is just creating a little side back area for Goofy to come and hang out when he's been working hard in the garden and everything. And it's kind of like his own little retreat. I want to take this opportunity to just kind of frame out Elsa's house and cave a little bit so it feels just a little bit more like it was thought through. I'm obviously haven't done anything with her front yard yet, so I need to kind of get in there and do that. But for right now, I just put in some trees to make it feel a little bit more thought through. And you can see it's really starting to come together. I definitely want to add some decor to the back. But first we've got to add in this fence, and I love the dark wood fence with Goofy's house. I think it just fits in with the pine trees so well. It brings in some of the colors of the brown from the door and everything like that, so I think it just really looks nice. This is the final product. So we've got, of course, Goofy's house. I love it so much I had to dress up for it. I love that little hat on top. I think it's just the cutest. And then over here, of course, is the garden where he works hard to mine all the things, or garden all the things that he puts in his stall. Over here, oh hey Anna, how you doing? I think I'll take a sit down on the bench with you. Just a little hangout spot for Goofy. Eventually we can build out the backyard right around the corner there. I just love all the detail in this game. I think it's so cute. I can't wait to see what building items they add. And over here it goes to the rock bridge. So yeah, that's the final result. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And happy dreaming, everyone.